After many cringeworthy winners at War Songs and Jeff constantly reminding us that this is the greatest season of all time, we have finally reached the finale. Before we get to the contestants still in the game, let's review those who were voted off. The Edge of Extinction has repaired what could have been a damaged legacy, and instead is people saying your vote out was unlucky. Your moment has arrived, and with 3 advantages, you are the favorite to win. Don't pull an Atlanta Falcons. You are the wife of Boston Rob. I will give you the same amount of time this season has. Your journey has been an inspiration since season 3. The comeback to play this season alone has us all impressed even before you could play this game. Unfortunately, you got taken out because of the fact that no one wanted to take out Rob and the plan to take out Parvati failed. So you were taken out. Nothing you could have done, but overall, still impressed. You came into this game with the destiny of at some point having to go to the edge. You tried an old trick, and unfortunately, nothing was going to work in that scenario. If you return, you may be able to run the table and make it to the end. If this does happen, the superfan outrage will be too much to handle. One thing can be said for certain. The queen did stay queen. This pertaining to you and not the next contestant. You somehow avoided elimination, even with your reputation, then got voted out in the ultimate nothing you could have done scenario. Typically, being voted out 6 is nothing to be proud of. However, proving you are the queen is something that was worth the return. You are the most overrated player in the history of the game. You think you could walk around not playing a strategic game, voting at whoever you want with no repercussions. The only moves you have done this season were voting out a shield for yourself and giving someone an immunity idol to vote you out with. The queen did not stay queen. Adios. You have cemented yourself as one of the best analytical players to ever play the game. You unfortunately got swapped into a tribe with a former couple that chose to stick together. Other than that, job well done. I have never seen someone go from one of the more likable Survivor winners to a complete jerk in the time you have. You thought you were the kingpin of this game. Too bad you were viewed as an a-hole boyfriend. Hopefully, you get a chance to redeem your reputation. If not, you may be a jerk forever. For 1.5 seasons, we waited for you to go home. And somehow, the one time you go home, we wanted you to stay. You are the ultimate tryhard of the game. And ultimately, I just want to thank you for your comments about Ben and for not winning this season. First, you got screwed by Sandra thinking she was too good for the game. Then, you got screwed by being in a minority once unforeseen advantages were being played. Eyes are on you for this returnee spot. If you make it back again, we may be in for an exciting run to the finish. If not, you are the worst case scenario. The challenge to get back in the game plays to your strengths and is built for you to win. Coming into the season, people thought your win may have been a fluke. You have gained a lot of respect for the way you play and may go down as the smartest survivor to ever play, while also being the hardest to root for. Take it as a compliment. You have become a player that we fear. Coming into the season, people said you played the greatest single game. Coming into the season, people said you played the greatest single season game of all time. But was it due to the cast or due to your superior gameplay? We can now say it was the latter. You had one of the biggest targets on your back and still managed to make it deep into the game. An impressive showing. Legacy cemented. People thought you had the best chance to win this game. Unfortunately, the cast knew this as well and ultimately didn't allow you to play the game past a certain point. We can successfully say that you played a great game within the confines you were allowed to play in, and ultimately had one of the more impressive showings. You had the balls to talk to Michelle. Unfortunately, you did not have the balls to do anything else. You were outnumbered at 7 and had the chance to get the numbers back heading into 6, and thought that it would be best to vote on an ally. Shame. Expected more out of you. This has been one of the more impressive games ever witnessed in Survivor history. You are the favorite to win heading into the finale, and it seems that everything is lining up in your favor. Will we see a burnout, or will we see one of the greatest runs in the show's history be finished off with a win? The ultimate prize awaits. After watching this player for 3 years, I have come to a conclusion about them. This player puts me to sleep. A top 5 player in the history of the game should not be the cure to insomnia. You may be the winner of Survivor Game Changers, and you may have played an excellent game. But if you think you can beat Tony to Final 3, that will be the end for you. Hope this doesn't happen, for your sake. This has been a game where we have seen you not make any moves, but also not make any mistakes. Your reads have been correct. It is just a matter of putting it all together. You are in the same spot as you were last season. Will we see another miracle finish? One of the most underrated winners of all time has come back and flown under the radar. How unironic. You may have made some big moves, but will it be enough to put you over the top? Signs point to no, but anything is possible. One thing is for sure. If you don't make the right moves over the last couple of tribal councils, your game will be up in flames. You may be the most egotistical survivor player of all time. Not talking to players who are going to the jury is just downright shameful. You didn't deserve to be on the season, and I've proved that to be correct this far into the game. I am eagerly anticipating your vote off and can't wait for the celebration to commence. Don't forget to thank CBS for rigging one season for you as opposed to being upset that you lost this one. With so much in the air as we head into the finale, my winner prediction is simple. Go with the favorite. I am picking Tony Vlachos to win this season. Have a good day.